Have you ever caught yourself struggling to carry something that used to feel so light? Maybe a grocery bag, a laundry basket, or even your grandchild? If so, you're not alone. As we get older, our muscles naturally start to shrink. But what if I told you that you could slow that down or even reverse it with just one small change in your daily diet? That's right, just one food, simple, affordable, and easy to find, could be your secret weapon to keeping your muscles strong even after 60. Now, I want you to imagine something for a moment. Think back to a time when getting out of a chair didn't require a second thought, when going up the stairs didn't feel like climbing a mountain. That strength you had, it's not gone forever. You can rebuild it bit by bit with the right fuel, and in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. No expensive supplements, no crazy diets, just one powerful food that can help restore what age has tried to take away. You see, after 60, our bodies start to lose muscle at a much faster rate. This process is called sarcopenia. It's not just about looking fit. This is about your independence, your mobility, your freedom to move the way you want to, without relying on others. That's why what you eat matters more than ever now. It's not just food, it's fuel, it's medicine. And the great news is, the solution is already in your kitchen, or just one grocery trip away. So what is this one food that could change the game for your muscles? Before I name it, let me ask, when's the last time you had an egg? Yes, you heard that right. The humble egg, nature's perfect little protein package, is one of the best kept secrets when it comes to stopping muscle loss in older adults. Let's break it down. Eggs are loaded with high-quality protein, which is exactly what your muscles need to rebuild and stay strong. Not just any protein, but complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids, the ones your body can't make on its own but desperately needs. Now here's why that matters. When you eat enough of these complete proteins, especially from sources like eggs, your body has the raw materials it needs to maintain and build lean muscle. And lean muscle is what keeps you strong, steady on your feet, and able to do all the little things that make up a happy, active life, like walking to the mailbox, gardening, or playing with the grandkids without worrying about falling or feeling weak. But there's more to eggs than just protein. They're also rich in nutrients like vitamin D and B12, both of which play a critical role in muscle function and energy. Vitamin D in particular is often low in seniors, and that can lead to weakness, fatigue, and even falls. Eating eggs regularly helps fill that gap. Think of it like putting oil in your engine. Your muscles just run better when you've got enough of these nutrients in your system. Now, some of you might be thinking, wait, aren't eggs bad for my cholesterol? That's an old fear we need to lay to rest. In fact, research now shows that for most people, eating an egg a day is perfectly safe and can even improve your levels of good cholesterol while helping balance the bad. And let's not forget, eggs are incredibly versatile. Scrambled, boiled, poached, or even baked into a veggie-packed frittata, there are so many easy, delicious ways to work them into your routine. But here's the key: consistency. Eating an egg once a week won't do much. Your body needs that steady stream of protein daily to keep rebuilding muscle. I recommend aiming for at least 1 or 2 eggs a day, depending on your health needs and what your doctor recommends. You'll be amazed at how your energy, strength, and even your mood can shift once you make this simple change. Let me tell you about Margaret. She's 74, lives on her own, and used to struggle with climbing stairs and lifting things. She didn't want to depend on anyone, and she sure didn't want to lose her freedom. So she made one small change. She started having 2 eggs every morning with some spinach and tomatoes. That's it. Within weeks, she felt more stable. Her energy came back, and now she's not just climbing stairs, she's walking around her block every day with confidence. You see, you don't need fancy gym equipment or expensive powders to stay strong. Sometimes the answer is as simple as what's on your plate, and the egg, humble as it may be, is one of the most powerful tools you can use to protect your strength and independence. And just think of how easy it is to start. Boil a few eggs at the beginning of the week. Keep them in the fridge for a quick snack or to slice over a salad. Add a hard-boiled egg to your breakfast, or whip up a quick omelette with some heart-healthy veggies like bell peppers or spinach. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet. You just need to start with one small, smart step. And this is one of the best ones you can take. Of course, food is only part of the puzzle. Staying active and doing light strength exercises also helps keep those muscles working. But without the right nutrition, especially enough protein, it's like trying to build a house without bricks. Eggs are your bricks, and every bite helps lay the foundation for a stronger, steadier you. Now that you know just how powerful a simple egg can be in your daily routine, let's keep the momentum going, because while that one food can make a big difference, it works even better when it's paired with smart habits and supportive nutrients that give your body everything it needs to hold on to muscle and strength. And let me tell you, the best part, these changes don't have to be difficult. They just have to be consistent. Let's talk about what happens when you pair your egg with the right kind of breakfast. Most people wake up and reach for toast, cereal, or sometimes even skip breakfast altogether. But your muscles have been fasting all night and they're begging for fuel when you wake up. That's why your morning meal is such a golden opportunity. A high-protein breakfast sets the tone for your entire day. Your metabolism wakes up, your energy levels improve, and your muscles get a steady dose of what they need to keep you feeling strong. So imagine this, you start your day with 2 eggs, maybe scrambled in a touch of olive oil, with a handful of sautéed spinach and a slice of whole grain toast. That's not just breakfast, that's muscle-building fuel. Add in a few slices of avocado or a sprinkle of cheese for healthy fats and flavor, and you're not just eating, you're nourishing your strength. And the best part? It tastes great and takes just a few minutes to make. But here's something most people don't realize. Muscle loss after 60 isn't just about not getting enough protein. It's also about not getting enough of the right kind of protein throughout the day. You see, a lot of seniors tend to eat most of their protein at dinner, but your body can only use so much protein at a time. What it really needs is small amounts spread evenly throughout the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Think of it like watering a plant. If you dump a whole bucket of water on it once a day, it might not absorb what it needs. But if you give it a little throughout the day, it thrives. Your muscles are the same. That's why adding an egg or 2 in the morning, some lean chicken or beans at lunch, and a piece of fish or tofu in the evening helps your body use protein more efficiently and rebuild muscle consistently. And don't forget hydration. Water might not sound exciting, but it's essential for muscle health. Dehydration, even mild, can make your muscles feel tired and weak. Aim to drink water steadily throughout the day and try pairing your meals with a glass. Herbal teas, broths, and water-rich fruits like watermelon or cucumbers are also great choices. When your body is well hydrated, everything functions better, including your ability to move, stretch, and recover from activity. Now, let's address a question. I hear a lot, what if I'm not hungry in the morning? That's okay, your appetite can change as you get older. But even something small like a hard-boiled egg with a few grapes or a slice of cheese with whole grain crackers is better than nothing. You don't have to force yourself to eat a big meal. Just focus on giving your body a little of what it needs. Over time, your energy and appetite often come back once your body starts to feel stronger and more balanced. Another common concern is, I'm afraid of gaining weight if I eat more protein. That's a fair thought. But here's the truth. Protein actually helps you maintain a healthy weight because it keeps you full and satisfied. It prevents the blood sugar crashes that lead to cravings and snacking, and more importantly, it feeds your lean muscle, which burns more calories even at rest. So rather than causing weight gain, the right kinds of protein can actually support a healthier, more energized body. Let me share a little story with you. James, a retired school principal, was feeling weak and frustrated. His wife had passed and he stopped caring much about his meals. A bowl of cereal here, some toast there, not much else. Eventually, he couldn't even lift his grocery bags. His daughter stepped in and started cooking him simple meals with eggs, lentils, and roasted chicken. Within 2 months, James felt a difference. He could stand taller, walk longer, and even get back to gardening, something he hadn't done in years. It wasn't a miracle drug. It was food. Real, nourishing food that gave his muscles a reason to stay strong. That's what I want for you too. Not just to survive in your senior years, but to thrive, to wake up with energy, to feel steady on your feet, and to trust your body again. You deserve that, and it starts with small steps. An egg in the morning, a glass of water at lunch. Walk around the block to keep your joints moving and your muscles engaged. Because here's the truth that too many people forget. Getting older doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter, being more intentional with what you eat, how you move, and how you care for yourself. And every bite, every meal, every choice you make adds up to a stronger, steadier, more confident you. Now, as we continue this journey, together, we're going to go even deeper into how you can support your muscles naturally. Because while eggs are a fantastic foundation, they're not the only key. There are a few other surprising foods and powerful habits that can turn your plate into your best defense against muscle loss. And believe me, these tips are so simple, you'll wonder why no one ever told you sooner. So now that you've started thinking differently about your morning meal, and hopefully even enjoyed a couple of protein-rich breakfasts, let's look at what else can help you hold on to your strength as you age. Because muscle loss isn't just a matter of time or genetics. It's about daily choices, simple foods, and steady habits that work together to build you up, not wear you down. Let's talk about one of the most powerful, yet totally underrated tools for preventing muscle loss: resistance. No, not the kind of resistance you give when someone tries to take your favorite chair. I'm talking about resistance in your muscles, tiny moments of challenge that signal your body to hold on to strength. Think about it like this. Your muscles are smart. If they're not being used, they get the message that they're not needed anymore. That's when they start to break down. But when you give them just a little challenge, lifting grocery bags, walking up a small hill, using a resistance band, they get the opposite message. Hey, we're still in action. That's when your body starts sending protein and energy to those muscles, rebuilding and strengthening them. And the best part, you don't need a gym or fancy equipment. A pair of soup cans in your kitchen or even a sturdy chair can be enough to get started. One of the easiest ways to keep your leg strength is to stand up and sit down from a chair, slowly with control, a few times a day. This alone can help improve your balance, boost circulation, and give your thigh muscles the little push they need to stay active. Now, let's connect this with food. Remember our friend the egg. When you pair resistance movements with protein intake, especially right after your activity, your body becomes even better at turning that protein into muscle. It's like building a house and having all the right materials delivered just when the workers show up. Everything fits together perfectly. So imagine this. You take a short walk, do a few squats or leg lifts at home, and then enjoy a simple snack, like a boiled egg, a small piece of salmon on whole grain crackers, or a scoop of Greek yogurt with berries. That snack becomes your post-workout recovery, fueling your muscles and locking in the benefits of your effort. It's a small routine with a big payoff. Now let's dive into another surprising food that works hand in hand with eggs when it comes to muscle maintenance: leafy greens. I know spinach doesn't sound nearly as exciting as steak or chicken, but hear me out. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and arugula are packed with magnesium, calcium, and nitrates, nutrients that support muscle function and blood flow. These help your muscles contract properly and recover more quickly after movement. In fact, studies show that people who eat more leafy greens tend to have stronger legs, better endurance, and more stable balance. These greens also reduce inflammation, which is often what makes muscles ache or feel stiff the next day. So the more you can sneak these veggies into your meals, the more you give your body the tools it needs to stay limber and strong. Here's a simple tip. Add a handful of spinach or kale to your scrambled eggs in the morning, or toss them into soups, stir-fries, or smoothies. You don't need to eat a whole plate of greens. Just a little here and there adds up quickly. And with the right seasoning like garlic, olive oil, or a squeeze of lemon, they can actually taste pretty amazing. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, that sounds great, but my appetite just isn't what it used to be. That's totally normal. As we age, our sense of hunger and even taste can shift. But instead of forcing big meals, focus on small, nutrient-dense snacks throughout the day. Think of food like medicine, except tastier and with no side effects. A slice of avocado toast, a piece of grilled fish, or a cup of bean soup can all support your muscles without overwhelming your plate. And here's something really important. Don't let old myths stop you. A lot of seniors grew up being told to avoid eggs because of cholesterol, but modern research has shown that for most people, eggs don't increase harmful cholesterol levels. In fact, they may even improve your good cholesterol and lower your risk of heart problems. So unless your doctor specifically says otherwise, 1 or 2 eggs a day can be part of a heart-healthy and muscle-friendly diet. I want to share a quick story from a woman named Linda, age 72. She used to skip meals often and believed that losing weight was more important than building strength, but over time she started feeling weaker. Her doctor mentioned muscle loss, and that sparked a change. She started including 1 boiled egg with breakfast and added a resistance band workout 3 days a week. 6 months later, Linda wasn't just stronger, she was more confident. She could climb stairs again, carry laundry without needing help, and even dance at her granddaughter's wedding. Her energy came back because she gave her body what it needed to thrive, not just survive. And that's the real message here: thriving. Not just getting by, not just hanging in there. We're talking about reclaiming your strength, your stamina, and your spirit. It doesn't take a miracle. It takes mindful eating, regular movement, and just a little belief that it's Never too late to start, because your body is always listening, and it's never too old to get stronger. You know, it's amazing how often the smallest changes give us the biggest results. Think about it. One egg, a few chair stands, a handful of leafy greens, none of it feels like a major life overhaul, and yet together they quietly build your body back up from the inside out. And that's really the secret, isn't it? Not doing everything at once, but doing the right things consistently over time. Now let's keep going, because there's another powerful food that deserves your attention. Beans. Yes, simple, humble beans. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas, kidney beans. They're little powerhouses of protein, fiber, and slow-burning carbohydrates, and they are especially helpful if you're trying to preserve muscle without relying only on animal products. Here's why they matter. As we age, our digestion tends to slow down a bit. Some foods just don't sit right anymore. But beans are easy on the stomach, full of plant-based protein, and they help stabilize blood sugar, which is key for keeping your energy steady and reducing muscle breakdown. When your blood sugar is stable, your body isn't constantly scrambling for energy. That means it can focus more on building and protecting your muscle tissue. Plus, beans are loaded with magnesium and potassium, two minerals your muscles crave for proper movement and strength. Ever had leg cramps in the middle of the night? That could be your body calling out for more of these minerals. Adding beans to your meals a few times a week can help reduce those cramps, improve muscle contractions, and keep your body feeling supported. And they're so versatile. You can toss beans into soups, mix them into salads, mash them into spreads, or even blend them into dips. Don't overthink it. Half a cup of beans at lunch or dinner is more than enough to help nourish your muscles and keep your gut happy at the same time. Now let's talk about hydration. You might not think of water as a food, but when it comes to muscle health, it's absolutely essential. Muscles are made up of about 75% water. When you're even a little dehydrated, your muscles can feel weak, stiff, or tired. And as we age, our sense of thirst becomes less accurate. You might not feel thirsty, even when your body desperately needs fluids. So what can you do? Start simple. Keep a glass of water by your side throughout the day. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber to give it a little flavor if plain water doesn't appeal to you. And remember, foods count too. Things like cucumbers, tomatoes, oranges, and yes, even soups all help hydrate you. Think of it like oiling a machine. Without enough fluids, your muscles can't move smoothly. You're more likely to feel fatigue, stumble, or even injure yourself. But when you're well hydrated, your muscles stay flexible and energized. It's one of the most overlooked pieces of the puzzle, but it makes everything else, like protein intake and exercise, more effective. Now, if you've made it this far, you're probably starting to see a pattern. It's not just about eating more protein or doing a few stretches. It's about creating a lifestyle that feeds your body with kindness and intention. Every bite, every step, every glass of water sends a message. I'm choosing to stay strong. I'm choosing to show up for myself. And if you've ever felt discouraged, maybe after a doctor's visit or noticing you can't do something you used to, please remember this. Your muscles are listening. They don't care if you're 60, 70, or 90. They respond to care, consistency, and attention. You are never too old to get stronger. You are never too far gone to feel better. Let me tell you about Joseph. He's 81 and had been losing weight unintentionally. He felt weaker, especially in his legs. He was afraid to walk too far and started skipping activities he used to enjoy. His doctor mentioned sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and recommended a diet with more protein, hydration, and resistance exercise. Joseph started small, an egg every morning, lentil soup at lunch, and short walks with light hand weights. 6 months later, he came back to his doctor not only stronger but lighter in spirit. He could carry groceries again, reach for things on shelves, and even go dancing once a week. His smile said it all. He had found his strength again, not because of some magic pill, but because he made simple choices and stuck with them. And that's what I hope for you, that you find your own version of strength in a way that feels good and sustainable. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just begin with one food, one habit, one decision today that moves you closer to strength, not farther from it. Now that we've explored the impact of eggs, beans, water, and simple exercise, let's take a moment to zoom out and see what all of this really means for you. You see, maintaining your muscle mass after 60 isn't just about looking strong or being able to lift heavy things. It's about protecting your independence, being able to carry your own groceries, walk up the stairs without help, or get out of a chair without effort. It's about avoiding falls, which for seniors can be life-altering. Strong muscles support your balance, your joints, and even your posture. You walk taller, you breathe deeper, you feel more confident. And confidence at any age is a beautiful thing. But let's talk about one last food that often gets overlooked when we talk about muscle health: Greek yogurt. Now, not all yogurts are created equal. Greek yogurt is different because it's strained, which gives it a thicker texture and nearly twice the protein compared to regular yogurt. And this matters because when it comes to fighting muscle loss, every gram of protein counts. Just one small cup of Greek yogurt can pack around 15–20 grams of high-quality protein, especially important first thing in the morning or after a bit of physical activity. Plus, it's loaded with calcium and probiotics, which help not only your bones and gut, but also your digestion and nutrient absorption. Think of Greek yogurt like a friendly little assistant that helps your body break down and use the other foods you eat. Because the truth is, it's not just about eating more protein, it's about your body being able to absorb and use it. That's why combining your healthy foods with something like Greek yogurt can enhance the overall effect. You get better digestion, better absorption, and better results. And don't worry if you're lactose intolerant. There are now so many options out there: lactose-free Greek yogurt, plant-based versions fortified with protein, or kefir, which is similar but even easier to digest. Add a few berries on top and a sprinkle of flaxseed, and you've got yourself a powerhouse meal or snack that supports your muscles, your gut, and your immune system all at once. But maybe you're sitting there thinking, this all sounds great, but it's too late for me. If that's you, I want you to stop right now, because it is never too late. Your body is always listening. Muscles may get quieter as we age, but they never stop responding. They may need more coaxing, more patience, and more consistency, but they're still there, waiting to support you. Start with one food. Maybe it's an egg tomorrow morning, or a cup of lentil soup this week, or a little Greek yogurt as an afternoon pick-me-up. Whatever it is, commit to that small step. And then keep going. Your muscle health is your mobility, your independence, your freedom. And that matters far more than chasing youth. This is about aging powerfully, with intention and pride in every step. So, to all the wonderful seniors watching, you're not fragile, you're not weak. You are resilient, capable, and worthy of strength, and you deserve to feel good in your body, no matter your age. If this message spoke to you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What food will you start adding this week to protect your muscle strength? Have you already been doing something that's helped? Share it. Let's build a community of strong, motivated seniors who support each other. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss future tips that can help you live stronger, longer, and happier. Here's to you, standing tall, walking strong, and living fully at every age, because your best years are not behind you. They're right here waiting to be lived.